Here with head coach Will Hall, ahead of the NCAA Semifinals on the road at Northwest Missouri State. We'll open up with some general comments and then we'll open up for questions.
Yeah, it was a really fun weekend to be in Carrollton this past weekend to win back-to-back Region 2 championships. I think that's only the second time that's been done in the last 15 or so years. For somebody to win back-to-back Region 2 championships. That was a big deal for our program, another step in the right direction. It was just a really fun day. We played really well in all three phases and was able to kind of dominate that game from start to finish versus a really, really good Tuskegee program that's won a lot of games through the last few years. Tremendous challenge coming up for us this week, playing, what is basically the Notre Dame or Michigan of this level. I mean, they've won, I think they've been in the playoffs 20 times, 12 straight. They've won 18 straight home playoff games, haven't lost one since 2003. I think they've played for the national title 9 times. They've won 4 of them. So just a tremendous honor to be able to go up there to play them at their place. It's something our players are looking forward to. When you build a program and you want to become a national powerhouse, which is what we're trying to become here, you want to earn that right. You want to go through the rites of passage, if you will. And, Northwest Missouri is certainly a proud program that has a lot of tradition. And, it's a great honor to go up there and play them, and it's a great step for our program if we were to go up there and play well. So with that, we'll open it up for questions.
A lot of talk this season about firsts for this program, and you said you wanted to get beyond that point. Mm-hmm. Well, this isn't a first for you guys. You guys have gotten on a plane and gone and played a semifinal. Yeah. How much does that come into this?
I think it's a huge help from the standpoint of we've been in this moment before. We've had to go on the road and play a tremendous opponent. We played the national champions in Pueblo last year, and this presents different challenges, if you will, from the standpoint of this program is kind of the gold standard of Division II football. They're there every year. They're going to be there again in years to come, and so every year you got a new team, and it's a different format of challenges, I guess you will. But I think having a lot of players that have done this before calms you down a little bit. There's not near as much fear of the unknown, if you will.
And then just a lot of similarity. Do you see a lot of similarities between what you guys do on both sides of the ball and what Northwest does?
Well, I think in my opinion, they run their program the right way. They win games the right way. They play great defense. They're balanced on offense. They give you a lot of different looks with formations and motions and shifts. They play really well at quarterback. They're good in the kicking game. That formula's won a lot of games for a long time. We try to pattern ourselves in the same way. So, it's going to be great for our players to be able to go play in their stadium at a place where they've won so many big games and see. It's going to be great for our people to go see that place and see, hopefully what we're going to be several years from down the road, a place that is thought of, as a place that's always in the mix, to get to be in this position.
You mentioned travel earlier. It's a little different. Late Thursday travel with no distractions on Friday. Is that a big advantage, you think, for us?
Yeah, we wanted to leave on Thursday just so if there is any issues with travel, that it just happens, on Thursday and not on Friday. So we're going to travel out Thursday night. And, we'll get there on Friday and, hopefully have a great Friday right there in Missouri and then get ready to play the game on Saturday.
With the looking like a 90% chance of rain on Saturday, just does that alter anything you do in preparation, in practice, or in game planning for the game?
Well, not right now. We're going to plan. We're going to put our plans in place to play the game, and then we wake up, tomorrow and the next day, and the forecast stays the same. We'll start adjusting a few things. But right now, we're going to plan to play the game, and if it rains and it's bad weather, it'll be bad for both teams. And so we've got to handle it, and they've got to handle it, and it is what it is.
And then just looking health-wise, LaMarcus, whether he's in there, out there, how big is it that you've got a couple young guys that have been in the fire that in case LaMarcus can't go, you've got 2 backs that you feel confident with?
Yeah, we've got tremendous depth at running back. Devontae's playing really well. Aris has played well when called upon. He did again Saturday. Very proud of him for that. And then we got Derek Seward, a fifth-year senior. So if LaMarcus can go, he'll be in the mix. If he can't, we've got good depth there. And we've been fortunate to have good depth all year, and that's a credit to our staff and the recruiting and Coach Curtis and our off-season program.
And then I know we talked about it before, but the guys from Carrollton that are on this team, and they're not just names on a roster; they're out there contributing. Just what does that do for the community, getting some interaction with the team?
I think it's huge. In Division II football, if you can get good players from the surrounding area, it always helps. With the camaraderie, with the fan base, with your crowds and all those things. And fortunately for us, we have a lot of players from the Carrollton area playing really well. From Dallas and Carlos this past weekend to Brandon Walton catching the touchdown, to James Dugan just being absolutely phenomenal the last few weeks. Bo Dugan's playing well. I'm probably leaving some out. We got a bunch of Will Garrett's been huge for us. So we got to keep it going, and we'll continue to recruit the whole state of Georgia very hard. And if there's a player, from the surrounding area that we think can help us win a championship, we want to get him in here.
And then just how big is it for Dallas to build off of what he did last week, which obviously was a special game for him?
Yeah, just huge. Anytime you play well at quarterback, it gives you a chance to play well, and he just played outstanding. Thought it was just fitting for him to play such a huge game, his last game here at University Stadium, Ray Lynn Field. He's been such a great winner, the greatest winner in school history. He's been huge in helping turn this program around, and hopefully we got 2 more games, and he can keep playing well.
How big is it for the defense to continue what they did? Obviously spent a lot of time in Tuskegee's backfield with them, just to keep building on a great year that they put together.
Yeah, just a tremendous year by our defense. They played outstanding on Saturday, really stopping the run and not giving up big plays. This week will be a huge test for them. Northwest Missouri has a tremendous quarterback, and they put a lot of stress on you from a formation standpoint, shifts and motions. So we'll have to be keyed in with our eyes, make sure that we're in where we're supposed to be and knowing what we're supposed to do. But we've played good defense all year. We've got to go up there and play well again.
When you talk about everything that their program has done, how do you try and point it out to the players, but also not kind of have them in awe of the trip up there when they've got their national championships up on their press box and everything?
Well, we want to respect everybody we play. We got a tremendous amount of respect for, Tuskegee last week, for Valdosta the week before, for North Alabama, during the year, and all the programs that have done a lot of great things in the past. Like I said, we're excited about playing a program that has been where we want to go and where we want to be. And, for the Bulls, before they made that great run, they had to beat the Pistons, and before the Pistons could make the run, they had to beat the Celtics and Lakers, and, and so on and so forth. And, for us to become a perennial national power, we've got to take the next step. And, being able to play a great perennial program like Northwest Missouri is a huge opportunity for us.
And then, obviously, there's been some familiarity throughout the playoffs for you so far. Now you're going to face a team that you guys haven't faced before. How does that change anything you do?
I don't know. You just have to, we get the film, we evaluate it, we look at it, we try to find good matchups for us, we try to hide bad matchups for us. And I don't think the planning is any different. It just may take you a little longer. If we have to play Valdosta or UNA or a conference opponent tomorrow, or Tuskegee, we played them before, we kind of know before we cut the tape on a general idea of what it's going to be, where with this bunch, we're starting fresh. But they're starting fresh, too, with us. And, so I just think it's going to be a great football game.
And just how exciting is this for you and the guys?
I think it's great. It's where we wanted to be. So much so that even though we fought against it as a staff, I thought we had a lull after the UNA game for a little while, because I think our kids after the UNA game felt like we had won the conference, and now the next thing we had to do was get back to this point, because this is where we've been wanting to be. And I thought we had a lull right there that I didn't do a good job of managing as well as I should have, even though I was trying. I could tell there's been a big energy boost the last week or so for our players, and this is where we wanted to be, so there'll be a lot of excitement, and it should be a great football game. Thanks a lot, guys. Go Wolves.